Served with a restriction notice of my property here. The document says they are using Part 3 of the Anti-Corruption Commission Act number 3 of 2022, and that my property here in Makeni Baumoro has been restricted because they are following up on investigations. So let me reiterate what I stated earlier, that this is an abuse of the law. This is a clear intimidation. I've called out President Hakainde Hichilema because he's the one who's the subject of my discussion as head of state. I criticize him on his appointments. I criticize him on his corruption. I criticize him on poor governance. I raise issues that are beneficial to this country. And I think that this is an act of intimidation. I have been working for the last 20 years at senior level as Deputy Permanent Secretary and as Permanent Secretary. The last 7 years I've worked as ambassador, earning in excess of $10,000 foreign service allowance per month. I know many Zambians don't know that. That's how much your ambassadors and diplomats, they get between $6,000, depending on your ranking and position, to $10,000. You cannot buy a property. You cannot build a property if you are earning in excess of 200,000 kwacha a month. And the last 20 years I've occupied very senior positions. Because the SEC should have called me, and I could have brought my documents to justify the assets that I have. In my office, I've never had any audit. In fact, the Parliamentary Accounts Committee chairpersons usually would use me as an example because there were usually zero audits from areas where I served. When I moved into South Africa, I conducted an audit before I moved in. When I left, I conducted an audit. Similarly, I did the same in Ethiopia. So for anyone to come and criminalize owning of assets or prudent savings of money is just an abuse. But I will not be intimidated. They are using law enforcement agencies to attempt to intimidate me or to intimidate all of us, because all of us are being harassed, those that speak against President Hakainde Hichilema. If I had kept quiet, the SEC would not be here.